Hello, good day. Is your host Klaus on another um, episode of Daily Analysis. So yeah, before we go further on what we're going to be doing today, there was something I saw online on TikTok. It said something about um, it said something about supply and demand, how to confirm a supply and how to confirm a demand. So as I saw it, it vaguely came into my mind that yes, I know this stuff. Just I coincidentally forgot about it. So I had to come over here. I checked on some trades here, and I saw that yeah, what he actually said was prudent. So that's I'll be applying that to all my new trades, and I hope as I'm applying it, I will kind of stick to it because it was like a very, very, very good lesson. It's in applied in this. Where is this? I applied on here that I got a loss and got another loss on it. He applied on here very, very well. What he thought was when you get another block, which is your supply, I think this is your supply, but I normally call them other blocks. He said they have to shift. When they shift, they have to have somehow an impulsive shift. So as you can see, he gave one, two, three. And based on the examples that the guy gave, he has to give all these one, two, three kind of shifts. And once you give this one, two, three, going against that particular, that is, as you can see here, it was a buy, then that. You could even use this particular coin, also give that one, two, three impulse move. So why I use this is because they are both in it. So this was a solid point to use for a sell. And as it's a solid point to use, you map, map it out and wait for market to get up to that level, and then you just be going for a down. So before you even get to that, you have to know where the market is headed. If the market is going up or if it's going down. Now on here we have something of this nature here. So we had a one, two, three. So this was a very solid block. You can map this also. Market got a little bit on there before, as you can see now, it's going up. So there's a possibility of it coming up to this level for a buy. So if we come back to the 4 hours time frame, on the 4 hours time frame, yeah, as you can see, it had no real push downward, no real push. So this was the only valid push. So what we'll be waiting for here after I've seen all this on here is already telling us that it's a buy. But you can see one, two, three, slight and some more again. So on here is going for a buy until it gets to this level. This is the level where you get your sell. So what we do, we take this off because currently is a shift. This is your shift now. Is your shift to buy. You use this as your shift. But as you can see on here, it has yet to actually mitigate this. It has yet to mitigate this level, yeah. It didn't mitigate it. One, two, three, it didn't mitigate it, but it's going up. So there's a possibility of it getting up to here, comes down here to mitigate, then goes back up. Because here is also kind of valid because you can see one, two. This is a long one, and we have slight, very small thing. So that means that it's not going to be something of like a change. It's going to be a little bit deep into here, going back up. So we have this one here. And mind you, this is a fair value gap, FVG around here. So as we have that, and then yeah, this year was mitigated. So we are ultimately targeting this particular one here. Let's reduce it up to here. We're looking for it to get up to this very one here. So this, I would say this is what we'll be kind of looking at. Let me just map it out because this is like an example. I'm just giving an example. Let me see if what I learned was kind of valid. Because I'm not still really using it at that much. I'm using it and I'm still using what I already know about. So we go for a short. Comes here. It gives us a short to this very level. Again, it has to mitigate, so it has to get up to the 50 of it. Raise our loss up to here. Then also here, it has to get up to the 50 of this. That is for this short sell. You see, if you go to a lower time frame, you see something of a shift, another. So this is what you are kind of expecting. This is your BS. But then there's also a possibility of it not getting up to this level. Why do I say that? Because as you can see here, this is another block here, and then we have up to 1, 2, 3, and then more, giving us nice movement up. So you could see this is another place where you could take um your TP here around there. You could keep your TP around here. First TP here, then second TP around here. That is if you will still move all the way to this very down part here. Then our next movement, which will be up, because ultimately we have to like mitigate this for it to have more selling power to come all the way down here. So this is just what I would do for now, and then I'll then go to the volatility 75. I changed that volatility 75 because um it didn't hit the entry. Well, it just hit it now. It didn't hit it this previous one here. So as it didn't get in on here, it's no longer valid. So this is going to be out. And now we are going to use that same strategy that we did on the other previous one. If we go to the 4 hours, yeah, this is what you are going to see. You see this, then 1, 2, 3, which is that, but it wasn't mitigated. So it wasn't mitigated, but like this one was kind of used on multiple times. It just a short something. Then this was used on here to get this particular trade. This here was used. So we could map it out. What I'm trying to do is just to like familiarize myself with that with what I just learned. I just learned it not up to an hour ago on TikTok. I just came through the video. Like I was just um bomb strolling and I got to it and I found interest in it. So I said I should watch it and it gave me some value, which is why I actually always try to see if I'll get any videos on trades on this thing. So we removed this. I moved my entry from that very level there up the way to this 4 hours level. Now I still came to the 1 hour level to like refine it. I did come to the 1 hour level to refine it. So on the 1 hour, this is where my entry is around here. That after refining it. Well, if you check this, this mitigated on here. Now see if we get another kind of mitigation. Uh, Slight liquidity grab, yeah. This didn't get up to the tree. This 1, 2, 3, and more. So you could say it might get up to here. That is for this currently is like selling. So if you want to get in on this sell, it's not a bad thing. We have our shift. Our shift was around here. Is we had our shift. Our first BS. Our first BS was here. Our second BS. Yeah. We have another BS around here. One thing is that when you're using the lower time frames, e.g., the 1 hour, you get a bunch of BS and other things to use. But if you go to the 4 hours time frame, you won't really see all these. If you go to the 4 hours time frame, you will see slightly, yeah, see slight of them. As you can see here, this isn't a valid checkpoint. It just gave us, that's why we had this little movement on here and another one on here. If you draw something, it will be the 50%. Then this one was more valid. It had 1, 2. This is a blue and then another red, but it was still down. As you can see, the heavy wick on here. So it was still kind of valid checkpoint. That is why it came, retested that level, and then started going down. Then we have another level here that will be checked if it goes down a little bit and decides to test again. So that is if we are looking for where to put our entry on here, we'll go to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, that is where we are going to see this our entry here. So you could say you're looking for something of this nature, short, get into something of this nature because it has to mitigate, yeah. So you could get in on here. Let's say you come all the way here. This is sniper entry. Your SL should be here. Then your TP should just be here, or you can reduce it. You can put it anywhere you want. Yeah. You can put your TP anywhere you want. You just have to like let's see wherever this particular one ends. Let's say if it ends up to here, then start going up. You can put your TP around the end of it for a safer, because I know it will still get down, it will still go below it, but for like a 100% TP, you just put it at the lowest of it. It's like this now. We had this as our high, this as our low. If you come here to like put your entry, yes, this will be your entry or this will be your entry. Then you put your TP here. That is 100%. It has to hit there no matter. As long as it's a correct trend, it must hit there. So same thing would apply for this. Whenever it changes, you put your TP at the end of it. That will be 100% um, entry. So on here we are currently going for a sell. We'll go for a sell until we get up to this very level, and then we'll probably start going for a buy. So that is it. I did go on the loss on my trade yesterday. My head was filled up with a lot of shit yesterday, so I did go on some losses, which is why I'm trying to just create a robot I'll be trading for. Because robots don't have any emotions. They trade based on the script you give them, and all these I'm trying to do here is to understand the script I'm trying to create. So if I see mistake in the EA, I'll be able to correct them. That's why I keep doing all these. I put a journal, I'm posting it online and all those things. So eventually, if I feel that I have a mistake, I could just go online, check what the mistake was, and then try to fix it. That even if I can't remember it, I know that is on my videos. One of my videos I'll have to watch to rewatch and all that. That is why this is being created, honestly. So this is also like part of my journey to like get uh, a nice EA and to improve my trading uh, journey also. So I I would have analyzed something today, but what I've already given is more like an analysis. Though it is old pairs, but it's still valid. But let us check what we had yesterday. Now, based on what we've learned, we could say let us understand this particular pair here if we did a mistake. So, is this how I saved it yesterday? Oh, see, valid, not really valid. Uh, is this market not on? Because it's looking like it's stuck. I don't know. It's looking like it's not on here. So I'll say that will be just all. We will check something else, another pair that I've analyzed. So tomorrow we'll deal with something new. As of today, it's just a correction. Wow, what is this? Step 200. Wow, I don't actually remember this. I don't remember this. But damn, well, I I seriously just can't remember this. But we're in a deep profit, yeah. And oh yeah, as you can see, our TP is literally at the end of it. So we put our TP adjusted there. And you will see, he also literally used the same method here. This was our blue, our other block, 1, 2, 3, strong other block. So no matter, he has to get there, retest, you adjust your SL up to here, and you good. Then this was a loss, it was a loss, yeah. Wow. Or is it that it was already moving this way before I added this? Because I don't remember. I'll check the video to know how this came to be. So if you see on here, this one wasn't really all that respected. I think this is a choppy market. It did give you some, but it didn't really go much into any direction. It was just ranging. Anyway, that is awesome. Yeah. It's also knowing that you actually used some of these things that you learned without actually knowing it. I think that is great. But now that I've known it, I hope my trading will be better than the previous ones. This is a volatility 75 and 25. Mhm. So one would have been valid, yeah. 1, 2, but it's 2. This one is more valid because it gave us one back talk, but then 2 heavy ones, and this one engulfed it completely. So this is a valid point, yeah. But we're not dealing with anything yet today. Well, thanks for watching. Do subscribe, do comment, and do give me a like. That will be all for today. Thanks. Bye.